Huge week, Scotty.
College football kicking off full board 5 days in a row. And we got a big show today. We'll talk about that in a second. Hey, guys, welcome back. Scott Matthews here with the one and only Get the Edge Sports Podcast. I'm really jacked up today because this is our 1 year anniversary of the three of us on here, TK, Teddy, and myself. Big show for all of us. We're excited about what's coming up in the future. And we got a lot to talk about, obviously. College football, 5 days of it. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. We got a big one down here on Monday with Notre Dame Fighting Irish against the Miami Hurricanes. And I want to bring my guest on. Woo! It doesn't get any shinier or brighter than this guy right here, ladies and gentlemen.
He brought the extra shine today.
He came with the birthday, the whole 9 yard celebration of the 1 year. Here he is, Tommy King. What's up, T?
I told you I was wearing something nice for the 1 year anniversary. I bought us a bottle of Jameson. I got Heineken's for us. I toasted Ben for his birthday, man.
Yeah.
Week 1,
we
week
got
0.
a lot to look forward to. We got a big football season. We got Ben's birthday. Our man Ben here at Podcast Junkies in Boca, who runs the show for us. And we appreciate him each and every week. And here he is, my other co-host, the man behind the plan with me all the time, hitting me under the table, giving me black and blues for the last year here with TK, one and only Teddy Brooks.
To many more years of black and blue, guys. Cheers.
Yes,
cheers
sir.
to Ben.
What's up, guys?
Happy birthday, Ben.
Hold
Cheers to 1 year with Get the Edge. Listen, I'm excited. You know, last week was week 0. Last week was like when you go to the strip club.
By the way, you guys owe me a little something.
We do.
Come on.
You got, but that.
Come on.
No excuses.
Come on.
Injury on the first play of the game.
Oh, stop.
Yeah.
But listen, last week was like when you go to the strip club with your boys, but there's not really any girls there yet. This week, the place is packed, ready to go.
It was amateur time last week?
Yeah, amateur time last week. Now we're fired up. And you got, it's actually Miami's playing on Sunday. And Big Bill Belichick's making his college coaching debut on Monday. Right. I'm probably more excited for that game.
Yeah, a lot of people talk about that, Teddy. A lot of people talking about see what Belichick can do with that program. And greatest coach, you could arguably say he's the greatest coach in the NFL. I mean, he won more championships than anybody else, and his record speaks for itself. So, I'm looking forward to his college career now with North Carolina. So we got a lot of stuff to talk about. I don't even know where to go. It's just, this time of the year, I'm jacked up.
I'll let you lead the way.
Lead the way to San Jose. Well, obviously, you like that song, huh, Ben? All right. It's all about college football, guys. That's what we hear. That's what we're jacked up about. You got 5 days of it, like I said, in a row. And, baseball playoffs is coming up soon, too. You got WNBA with the playoffs.
Oh, fuck the WNBA, Scotty. Come on. We got football. No one wants to hear about the WNBA anymore.
I'm just talking what's out there right now, Teddy. I'm just talking what's out there. And we got some games going Thursday night in college football. I mean, if you guys want to get right into it, I'm all for it. We got a decent slate of games. I don't know if there's anything that really stands out. Not any major matchups, obviously, like Saturday. Oh my God, we got some great matchups. At least 3 or 4 really strong to kick off college football with over the weekend. But we could go right into Thursday night. I mean, got about how many, 10, 12 games?
I'm like a horse right now.
You're jacked up, man.
I'm like a horse right now, waiting for those gates.
Take that cocktail.
Waiting for those gates to open, and you're the person who controls the gates. So as soon as you open up those gates, I'm loose, man.
Go.
You really want me to go? I'm ready.
Listen,
I'm fired up and ready.
All right.
I got 2 plays for Thursday, a play for Friday, and a play for Saturday. I actually stacked up Thursday. Since we're live anyway, people will be able to see it.
Really? You guys really like that board on Thursday? I didn't see anything that really stood out too big on Thursday, but the weekend I love. Woo, do I love the weekend.
You want me to start Thursday out?
Yeah.
All right, so I got a system play going off first. This is a 72% system that since 2013, when you have Group 5 opponents involving home underdogs,
right?
Explosive. The over is 72%. 23 overs, 9 unders. What's the play in this one? Boise State versus South Florida. I'm going over 63.5, just strictly based on this system right here. So that's a 72% system to play that over Boise State, South Florida.
62.5 right now.
62.5. Okay, I saw 63, but
Now,
whatever.
What is that system based on?
So the system is when you have
give us a little detail on it.
a non-conference matchup
Right.
with group of 5 opponents, so not Power 5, group of 5 opponents playing each other, going back almost 8 years. The total and the total's under 64. The total has gone over in these matchups 72% of the time. Basically, what they're saying here is there's not going to be much defense. It's going to be an offensive matchup. Two teams that aren't familiar with each other. Two teams that aren't big conference teams. So that's my matchup.
You're not worried about execution week one, scoring a lot of points like that? These teams got to be a little rusty.
I would say the opposite. I'm worried more about defensive execution in these games. So I think the offense is gonna run rampant.
You got anything on that game, Tate? No?
Nothing on that one. I got one on another game. Your game goes off at 5:30. It's an early start on Thursday.
It's going to be hot as hell, too, at 5:30 in South Florida.
South Florida? Well, it's Tampa.
That's Orlando.
Orlando? South Florida? I thought it was in...
yeah, you might be 95.
Well, South Florida's Tampa.
Tampa.
Is it Tampa?
Yeah.
UCF's in Orlando.
All right. There you go. Correct me. Made my first mistake today. What are you looking at?
I got one game, too. I'm jumping on one with you on Thursday night, too. This Buffalo-Minnesota game. I'm going to take the dog in this one. I'm going to take Buffalo plus the 17.5. I got a couple of trends on this game. It's not why I'm using this game, but Buffalo's 11-4 their last 15 in week one. They're 4-1 their last 5 on Thursday nights. My numbers match up on this one here on this game on Thursday night. Taking the points with Buffalo over Minnesota. Get a nice payday with Buffalo plus the points.
Buffalo plus the points.
Plus
Interesting.
17.5.
Not many. I'll tell you what, TK. Not many people are going to be looking at that game.
Yep.
So you're probably helping a lot of guys out because most guys aren't even putting their eyeballs on that thing. I got one more for Thursday, Scotty, and then I'll bounce it over to you if you don't mind. Nebraska, Cincinnati. We got Dylan Raiola. Remember him from last year when they beat Colorado?
Nebraska's been a scratch-your-head team.
It has been a scratch-your-head team.
Oh, my God.
That's why I'm taking Cincinnati as the home dog plus 7.5. Yeah, Nebraska made huge improvements last
you
week.
Buying it up to 7.5?
Yeah, it's sitting at like 6.5 right now.
Right.
Nebraska made huge improvements last year. Dylan Raiola at the helm. I think the future is very bright for him. But Cincinnati made improvements too. And here's something that most people don't know. Okay, Brendan Sorsby transferred from Indiana to Cincinnati. He's going to add mobility. He's going to decrease the sacks. They were having a big problem with sacks last year. Now, here's a little tidbit. Tyson, excuse me if I don't get this name right, Tyson Veit, the defensive coordinator for Cincinnati, used to coach on the same team as Nebraska's offensive coordinator. I think this is going to give him an edge. I think Cincinnati covers the spread. Maybe doesn't win, but they cover the spread.
They're playing that game at Arrowhead, too.
I don't know if I want to give you bad news or good news, but I totally disagree with you on that game.
Whoa! All right.
I like the dog in that game. Big time. Excuse me. I like the favorite with Nebraska. I think they're the more talented of the two teams. I think they're going to have a decent, solid season. I could see a letdown this year for Cincinnati from the past years. I could see their talent pool going down a little bit. I think Nebraska's is going up a little bit. I think if they're making Nebraska based, listen, I'm a numbers guy. I don't care about the players, all the other things. Obviously, pieces to the puzzle matter, but at the end of the day, the number is on the game for a reason. And that's what you're betting on at the end of the day to make your money or lose your money is that point spread. And I think the point spread on this game is absolutely is right for Nebraska. I would buy this line down to -5. I make it even stronger play. I feel it's like buying stock. If I can get the stock cheaper and I don't have to pay the premium price, and I feel I have the right company, I'm going to jump on it. So in this game, I feel I have the right company with Nebraska. -5, I think they get the job done, win this game by double digits, and start the season off with a big win on the road against Cincinnati. I just don't think Cincinnati is as strong as they've been in the past, and I could see them coming out with a loss in the first game.
Okay.
Boom.
We could both win.
That's right.
I could win by 7, and we both win.
There you go.
There you go.
Well, you're buying it up to 7.5, right?
You got to, guys. You got to buy those hooks, baby. They come into play way more than people think. A lot of people, they think they're experts. They advise against buying off those key numbers. I'm the opposite. Buy on the key numbers.
Yeah, especially 3, 7, and 10. Those are the key numbers right there. You got to buy in your favor off those. Only in college football and NFL football.
Well, that's the key to the whole thing, guys. I mean, at the end of the day, it's the numbers. I mean, listen, you could talk about the players all day long, and no one knows knows every player on every team. I mean, it is what it is. Yeah, you can throw names around and say this one, that, and this and that, and all this other good stuff. The reason they, with all those players and all that talent on both of these teams, they put a point spread out there that they feel makes sense. It's up to you to either play with it or against it. And in this case, I just feel that Nebraska's the right side of this game, being the fact that they're making them 6.5 in a place that's normally not that easy to play in. And I think the first game of the season is a good advantage for Nebraska to go in there and get the job done, workman-like performance, and get the job done and win this game.
But it is on the neutral ground, man. They're playing in Arrowhead, so they're playing in a pro stadium.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Scotty, I just want to say one thing bouncing off what you said.
Sure.
You are absolutely right. I think one of the top 5 mistakes that sports bettors, especially new sports bettors, make is they focus too much on the players and not enough on the numbers. They know all about these players. They don't know anything about numbers.
He's jacked up, man.
Hey,
Look at this guy.
I'm going to hit Starbucks.
I might
on the way
need a
here next
Jameson.
time.
I might have to break loose today. I don't know to keep up with you two. But it's all good. Yeah, no, I agree with you, Teddy. It's a numbers game, and it's all about beating the numbers at the end of the day.
Yeah.
They put a point spread out there for a reason, and the bottom line is either you believe in that spread or you don't believe in it, and you try to get the best advantage you can for your money to have a shot to get the job done and get the win. But that's the only game I really like on Thursday night.
All right, we already got a head-to-head, guys. I like Cincinnati plus 7.5. Scotty likes Nebraska -5. We could both cover. I guess let's move on to Friday.
Yeah, Thursday I'm actually playing your Nebraska-Cincy game. I didn't give it out there. It's going out to my VIP players.
There you go, guys. Get on TK's VIP.
I'll let you guys battle that one out here on the studio. I'm ready for Friday night, though, man. Friday night we got some good matchups, too.
We got some hot rods outside.
Is that the Audi R8 that was parked
Yep.
out there? Whose is that? Oh.
Just some random. I don't know, but it's nice.
That's what happens when you're in Boca Raton. Just random Audi R8s everywhere.
That's all right. Hey, listen.
And Rolls Royces.
My rent district, we're right here at Podcast Junkie Studios in Boca.
All right, let's move on to Friday, boys.
Let's go, T.
I'm ready for Friday,
TK,
man.
start us off.
I'm going to start us off, man. I'm going to go on this Auburn-Baylor game, man. This one, I always mention stats, trends, and angles. That's not all the reason I'm using these games. My number has this game. It should be a pick 'em here. I actually got this line at 3. It's at 2.5 right now. I'm jumping on Baylor. Baylor's 6-1 their last 7 against the spread. I know that's going back to last year, but Auburn just 3-6-9 their last 3-6-9 their last 9 as a favorite. I know that's going back to last year as well, but my number has this game should be a pick 'em. I'm getting 3 points on this one. I'm jumping on Baylor at home plus the points. It's a nice winner on a Friday night for you guys out there.
Before you make a pick, Teddy, I'm just curious, what do you guys think of Colorado this year as far with Coach Sanders he's got? I mean, he's lost a lot of players. You think he's going to have a good season? Or
Does he still have a son playing for them, or no? There's somebody else?
I think his other son.
His other son plays for him.
Yeah, I mean, he lost obviously Travis Hunter and his son.
Both his sons he lost. Shiloh just got dropped from the
Another one made the cut.
from the Buccaneers. Shador's third string. Listen, I mean, I would say it seems like half of his interviews I've seen lately are him talking about his kids that are in the NFL now.
Right.
So I don't know. I mean, is that going to be a distraction, or is he going to be focused on Colorado football? I really have no idea, Scotty.
They're not giving him a lot of love the first game of the season. They're a 4.5-point home dog against Georgia Tech, who's usually not a favorite on the road, against the team that's has any chance of being something. But looks like they're giving Tech a lot of love in that first game for a 4.5-point favorite. Nobody, no opinion on that.
No
game?
opinion.
No opinion on that game.
Yeah, I didn't really like the number on the game. I didn't think it was worth it myself. But go right ahead. Are you done for Friday?
That's all anything I'm playing. I got one. I'll go to my VIP players. Be listed on my website on Friday.
I have a big mismatch for Friday, guys. Big mismatch alert. Michigan State versus Western Michigan. Michigan State. What do you guys have, Matt? Last time I checked, they were sitting around minus 20, 20.5.
Should favored by 30.
Yeah. I love Michigan State in this matchup. You're talking about Western Michigan power ranking 120 versus Michigan State power ranking 39th. Big mismatch here. I mean, everything. Offense for Western Michigan power ranking 108 versus 33 defense for Michigan State. Guys, I think this is going to be, like you just said, TK, I think they can cover 30 points here. So I love 20.5.
I got to ask you guys, but do you take those rankings? How can you take them? They haven't even played yet. I mean, it's based on beforehand. Now you got to see how they play, because you can see a lot of these teams with these rankings, and all of a sudden they have a bad game or two, and those rankings go to.
Well, you look at history. So you look at which power rankings actually end up coming true. Yeah. And I use power rankings that do pretty well preseason. Yeah.
What game? What did you say? Like
Michigan State, Western Michigan. I love Michigan State here, minus the 20.5.
Yeah, Western Michigan 1-7 their last 8 in the Big Ten.
Yeah, this is a big mismatch here, guys. Big mismatch.
Yeah, the only game. I'm sorry, I'm being the contrarian today to you guys, but I like Auburn on the money line in that game against. I think Auburn's the better program by far than Baylor. I think Auburn's going to come out the SEC all the way, much stronger. I don't think Baylor's much of much. I mean, they've been a solid team, but they've had their ups and downs. I think the SEC conference is a much stronger. I think Auburn's a much stronger team than Baylor. I'll take this game down to a money line. I'll play Auburn in this game. I think Auburn's got a shot to win it. I like the number on this game. I think if Baylor was anything, this game would have been a pick 'em. They're giving me 2.5 points with Auburn on the road in a spot like this.
Baylor's getting the points in this game.
Yeah, I know.
So
yeah.
I had the same too. It was a pick 'em. I got the line early 3. I brought it up to 3.5. So we both could cash in again on this game.
Well, you're looking for tie. I think Auburn wins this game by at least a touchdown or more. I think they're the stronger of the two programs, to be honest. The SEC carries a lot of weight, and Baylor, to me, is not an impressive program. They're okay. They have their chances to be okay. But I think if Baylor was right in this game would have been a pick 'em. So I'm getting, not that I'm getting, but in my mind I'm getting 2.5 points. They're showing a lot of favoritism to Auburn in a spot like this. I would take that game down to, like I said, I think it should have been a pick 'em. So I'm going to take that game down to a pick money line play, and I'm going to jump on Auburn. I think they win that game.
Yeah, I don't think these two teams ever played each other in the past. Auburn against Baylor as well.
I think the SEC teams are just a notch above the rest of them. And in a spot like this, first game of the season, like I said, they're making Baylor a home dog. If Baylor had anything, I think this game they would have been at least a pick 'em. And they're making Auburn 2.5. That's a pretty strong number on the road. And it's actually like 5.5 because, there's a 3-point home field advantage. So they're making Auburn, in my mind, about a 5.5 point favorite if you consider the home field advantage into the number. If they're making them 2.5 on their own, add another 3 points is 5.5. I think Auburn's the right side of this game. If Baylor was right, I think this game would have been maybe -1 or a pick 'em on their behalf. So I feel I got a lot of value there.
Scotty, I'm not this specific game, but I'm going to have a rule for the first couple weeks of the season. I'm not betting against SEC teams until I figured out who's good and who's bad, because the SEC is always just coming with more power. That actually, did we finish Friday? Because that leads me right in to probably my favorite pick of the weekend.
He's rumbling. All
he's
right,
ready to go today. He's ready for college football.
We got a lot of shit to cover, guys.
He's ready for college football.
We got stuff. We're moving. We're moving and grooving, guys. Listen, yeah. So are you done with Friday?
I'm done with Friday.
All right, you done with Friday there?
I gave my Friday.
All right. Well,
you gave your Friday.
Let's go. Let's go into the weekend. We got a big board of games. There's a lot of excitement going on for this week. I'll tell you what, a lot of really good, strong matchups for a week 1 of college football. Some primetime teams playing against each other. You got a couple of key matchups, obviously, Texas and Ohio State. Everyone's been talking about that game for quite some time. Another great game you're talking about, 2 great programs, LSU and Clemson.
Oh, yeah.
You got Miami and Notre Dame coming up this weekend as well. I believe there's another really good matchup. There was like 3 or 4 really, really big time.
Alabama, Florida State should be a fun game to watch. I mean, a big spread on that game, but it should be a great game to watch.
I mean, if Bama's right, based on programs of late, I mean, they probably have the much more talented program. But that's a big number, man, 13 and a half.
We've got a house divided in that one. You got FSU and Alabama. You got your son and daughter battling this, huh?
Tell me about it.
Listen, that's my pick. That's my pick for Saturday.
Hopefully Alabama.
This Bama FSU game. Did you hear what Thomas Castellanos said, the FSU quarterback? I have a couple quotes from Thomas Castellanos. Earlier in the summer, he said, "I've dreamt of playing Alabama because they don't have Nick Saban to save them anymore, and I don't see them stopping me." That's quote number 1. Quote number 2, "I think Coach White and our defense is the hardest defense I'll see all year," meaning that in practice, that's the best he's going to see. This guy is going to have his head handed to him. He's going to have a reality check, major reality check on Saturday. He has no idea what he's stepping into, and his lack of respect for this Bama team is going to come back to bite him in the ass. FSU's piss poor. Alabama is still one of the best programs in the country. Guys, I don't see FSU scoring much at all in this game. I easily see a 3-touchdown cover. I'm all over Alabama minus 13.5 here.
I got to be honest with you, that's a ballsy pick to say it like that because, again, it's the first week of the season. A lot of rust on these teams sometimes, especially in an environment like that. It's going to be that crowd is going to be jacked up big time. And, listen, you got these young kids coming into these stadiums with a big crowd like that. Sometimes you get a little some butterflies until you start getting some things worked out. But this is the type of game, let me tell you, it's I don't think it's going to be a cakewalk for Bama by any stretch. I think FSU, obviously they don't have maybe the program or the talent like Alabama does, but you still got to see how these teams play early in the season. That's why I'm not in a rush to go heavy on these games. I want to see how these teams play for the first couple of weeks or so. Then I can get a much better gauge on what they're adjusting the point spreads to and how these teams are moving and progressing throughout the season. I don't know. Do you look at it like that as well?
I'm going big on first week, man. I love these matchups too. I'm actually
giving this one
a
big.
I like these games to match. My numbers are off on the first few weeks, so I take advantage of those off numbers. The bookies got 2-3 weeks. They adjust their numbers. They come pretty close. My numbers off on a few of these games.
I get what you're saying, but these teams still have not played yet. You got to take that into consideration.
These teams have been playing since spring. They're in practice in spring. They may not have played against each other, but they're working out hard.
Isn't that the key?
Yeah, but you got to understand these power ratings like Teddy's talking about as well. You got to understand too. These aren't private practices since the spring. They know what they got there. They know what they're going against in scrimmages. They scrimmage against these other schools as well.
Correct, but they still have to execute. It's the first game of the season. Sometimes teams don't gel for a little while until they start putting it more together.
I guess you could say, but these guys really don't take time off. Even after
but go right ahead.
They go right into it. They practice. Probably would have got practice 2 months after the season's over. Man, they're playing just like the NFL. Man, they got practices going. So I kind of disagree with that. These players are pumped and ready to go, man.
I give you a perfect example. How about Nevada? Was it UNLV, a 31-point favorite against Idaho? They thought they were going to blow them out of the stadium. Power ratings were up the gazoo for them. They barely won the game. There's a 30. I mean, that was a hot play. There was a lot of steam play on the dog. I think it was Idaho, right? They played.
So based on your theory, you're loving dogs.
No, I'm not. It's not on loving dogs
in week one.
I'm just saying you got to be careful laying a lot of wood for some of these teams early in the season until you really see how they really can start gelling. How the offenses and defenses come together.
I have another system when TK's done. I have another system that completely goes against what you're saying, but let's continue.
Well, I'm talking, Scott's talking little schools like Idaho. I'm talking some of these bigger schools. These players are all right there. That's where the NIL money's at. They know what they got.
They know what they got.
Even on the transfer, these guys transfer from all these other schools, coming to other schools. Like the guy coming from, Georgia to Miami. That's
paid $6 million.
Yeah, I'm with you, TK.
Hey, he broke up with his girlfriend, too. He's
no way.
Now. Yeah, I heard he's single now. But
that was a while ago.
A while back, yeah.
They stole the cars out of the driveway, the whole 9 yards. Who else on Saturday?
I'm playing one game on Saturday for the people out here. This is going to be a good one for you guys. Will love this one. Eastern Michigan plus the points. They're plus 14. I got them at 14.5 right now. I love Eastern Michigan in this game. Eastern Michigan 8-0 their last 8 in week number 1. 7-3 against the spread on Saturdays. Like I said, Treads don't mean nothing going back to last year, but I love them in this situation. I got it at 14.5. It's at 14 right now. Eastern Michigan, nice dog, double-digit dog that could possibly win the game outright, but take the points 14 with Eastern Michigan over Texas State and get paid.
All right, I got one big play. Tell me the stats on this game, the game between California and Oregon State. Can you tell me?
Oregon. Remember Oregon.
All right, whatever.
The stats?
Whatever you call it. I'll call it whatever I could call it. But, yeah, no, I got you.
Oregon State.
They're on your ass about that.
Yeah, I guess I get it right. Oregon State, 2-6 against the spread their last 8.
Okay.
Oregon State, 20-8 against the spread their last 28 home games.
Okay.
Really no trends here for California in this
All right.
one.
Listen up, guys. You want to make some good money? Jump on the dog in this game. California is a live dog in this game. Believe me when I tell you, I look at numbers. This game should have been about a 4.5 point favorite. It's only 1.5. There's a reason it's 1.5. Like I said, they put the number out. They want you to jump in, and they put a bad number on this game. I'm telling you, it's a good number for them, but it's a much better number for me mentally when I do my breakdowns. And if this game was 4.5, I wouldn't be touching it. The reason I'm jumping on this game with both fists, I'm putting it in as a strong play, is because the line on this game is absolutely off. I feel the dog is alive as can be, and I'm going to take California in this game. I'm not even going to touch it. I think they win the game outright, and just like this play a lot. These are the type of games, like I said, when I get a number and it hits me immediately, and I look at these matchups and I look at these teams, and I've seen enough of these teams over the years, Oregon State, California is playing against each other, I'm locked in on it. I think this is a live dog that's absolutely has a shot to win outright. If you want to buy it up to 2 or 2.5, I'm okay with that as well. You might want to adjust it, but I like the dog in this game. I think they're barking big time. Again, if Oregon State was right, I would think they would be a 3.5 to 4.5 point favorite. There's a reason why they're 1.5. Because they know that the other side is the stronger of the two.
It's a big revenge game for them. They got their ass whipped last year. They lost 44-7 against Cal. It's kind of a revenge game out there. Line right now is sitting right now a solid 1.5.
Well, if it's a big revenge game, they're making a very soft number on a big revenge game. Because if the home field advantage is at least 3.5 on a game like that, and they're making that line 1.5, so.
California's got that quarterback and that running back coming back, so it could make a difference as well.
I like them. I think they're the stronger of the two teams. I think that line makes a lot of sense to me, and I'm going to take advantage of it. Live dog. What are you looking at Saturday, man? Big man.
That's my move, FSU.
Oh, that's it?
I mean, Alabama against FSU. Big. That's my biggest move of the week. But
okay.
I have a betting system, Scotty, that kind of goes against what you were just saying about these big favorites. So, favorites of 37 points or more when you have an FBS versus an FBS school. 15-1 against the spread in the last 16 matchups, and I have 3 games that match this system here. Penn State minus 44.5 against Nevada, Georgia minus 39.5 against Marshall, and Ole Miss minus 37.5 versus Georgia State. Based on this system, all of those teams are going to wipe the spread. All of them are going to win by more than what they're favored by.
Would that be a good 4-team teaser?
Just based on that system. It's 3 teams, but based on that, based on that, I know you don't like systems, Scotty, but based on that system, I'm just giving a system right now, guys. Take for it what you will. This is not necessarily a one-game prediction. People love systems. I'm giving the people a system. I'm going to say it one more time. Favorites of 37 points or more, FBS versus FBS school, 15-1 against the spread in the last 16 matchups.
Okay, well, we're talking week 1 of the season.
Week 1. That's a week 1 system.
Oh, okay. There you go. Well, I'm surprised that number is what.
I was shocked when I saw that. I was absolutely shocked when I saw that.
A lot of these teams.
That's why I wanted to share it with the audience.
A lot of these teams sometimes don't come together for a couple of weeks until they start really moving and grooving and knowing what they got. Sometimes they win, but they don't cover the spread, and they're big numbers, and they're winning, but like I said, they're not covering. But that's interesting. That's an interesting note. Anything else on Saturday or no?
I got one more game on Saturday. I wasn't going to give it out, but since Teddy's throwing games out there too, I'll throw another one out here. I'm going to jump on Coastal Carolina. Coastal Carolina, the current Lions plus 12. I actually got 13. I bet these games early in the, when the Lions first came out. But like I said, these trends are going back from last year. It's not why I'm using them. But Coastal Carolina 4-1 against the spread in week number 1. Virginia 1-4 against the spread their last 5 games going back to last year. I just like the dog in this one here too. I'll take the 12 points. I don't see Virginia running them out of the stadium. I'm going to take the 12 points with Coastal Carolina. Give you another bonus winner here on Saturday.
All right, guys, I got a promo going on Saturday that's going to be Rock Your Socks 50-unit play. I'm putting out the 2 biggest games, obviously, on the board. These games are going to part of a special promotion I'm running, and you guys should try to take advantage of it because we've been absolutely on fire with these bigger plays. The 50 units have been crushing it for us. We're going to have a 50-unit play on the game between LSU and Clemson, and we're going to have a 50-unit play on the game between Texas and Ohio State. So if you guys want to take advantage of that, just watch what I'm doing on my Instagram channel, and you could get in on it. We're going to have a special promotion running Thursday to Sunday, but definitely love those 2 games. They've been on my radar for quite some time. You can't miss out on a game like that when you got the number 1, number 2 teams in the nation. But I think I have a decisive advantage on that matchup, and I also love that other game, like I said, between LSU and Clemson. So I'm definitely jumping on that. But the only game I really feel good about is, like I said, is this California move, and I would buy it at +2. Are we good on Saturday?
Good on Saturday.
Yeah, man, we're going by real fast.
By
with
quick
these
here.
We're moving. We're moving.
Yeah, I want
to.
Anyone asking any questions about any of these games?
We just got one. OPP always coming back, listening. What a good fan. He just says, "Sup, my guys? I'm so happy college football is back.
Oh yeah,
big money, Baseball sucks. I play money line 2 teams. I
Baseball
got Georgia
sucks.
Tech
Why?
and Colorado. That's what he said.
He likes what?
He's got Georgia Tech over Colorado.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yep.
I mean, it's a tough game, I think, because I think that, the problem is with Colorado. Got to be honest with you. I mean, they could be one of those teams that sticks it at you. A lot of people are looking down on them maybe because they lost so much personnel. But with Dion, listen, he could rally his troops and keep them in games and have them fighting. And Georgia Tech, to me, is not a big world beater of a team, especially on the road. That's going to be a tough place to play, too, with Colorado up there, with the altitude and everything else. That's a tough one. Don't you think that could?
That's going to be a tough game. I'm staying away from that one.
And like you said, Scotty, a lot of people are going to write them off, and this is going to be a great test for what Deion Sanders is made of.
People might write him off.
Right,
Yeah.
but this is going to be a great test for what Deion Sanders is made of because now he lost all the big players. He lost Horn. He lost Travis Hunter. He lost Shador. Now it's time to see what type of coach he is.
Yeah. I mean, it's a big difference when you lose key players. But you know what? They might have some good fill-ins. They might have, they have talent. Deion's recruited. Obviously, a lot of young guys want to play for a guy like Deion Sanders.
A lot of big name coaches there too now.
Yeah.
Marshall Falk, running back coach.
This could be a trap game too. You put Georgia. I think it opened at 6. It's already down to 4.5, if I'm not mistaken. What did that game open at?
Colorado opened up at 3.5. It's at 4 right now. Georgia Tech opened at 3.5.
Colorado opened as the favorite.
Georgia Tech 3.5. It's at 4.5.
Okay, I thought it was a little higher for some reason.
Total drop 4 points, 56 to 52.
Yeah. Well, those are things you got to be careful of. Like I said, that's why the first week you really got to look at certain things. I like to gauge these teams and see how they really move on offense and defense, and then I can start getting a better adjustment to the point spreads and really feel if these teams are moving in the right direction. Because first week or so, it's not as easy as it appears to be, especially with some of these numbers, because they're going to inflate these numbers like Teddy and TK was saying with the power ratings and all that stuff. So they're basing it on certain formulas, but yet these teams have not played. But when they do start playing, you watch those formulas either adjust higher or lower real quickly based on performance.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's.
Well, we do got a couple games on. We got 2 on Sunday, and they got Monday Night Football. So, you playing anything on those games?
Too far ahead, I think.
far ahead.
I like to wait a little
I'm
bit.
staying away from the Sunday game, but I'm interested to see this game, the TCU North Carolina matchup. I'm kind of looking for this
How
one.
can you not make an opinion on the game between Notre Dame and
Notre Dame. I might head down to that game on Sunday. Game goes up at 7:30. Ticket prices are pretty crazy right now. I think like $800 for like a lower bowl. Mm-hmm. And the suite level.
They're going to sell it out?
It's already booked up.
They're going to sell the stadium out?
It's already. You can't even get it. Well, you can buy tickets on StubHub and see
$800 for a college football game?
Yep.
Where are they sitting, on the field?
No, man, they're sitting lower bowl and the suite level.
Really?
They're all going $800, $700-800. Upper deck was like $400.
It's a huge game.
It's a big game.
The cheapest tickets like
It's
$250.
Labor Day weekend
Yeah.
too, man. It's holiday weekend out there. That should be a good matchup. Notre Dame against Miami.
I like Miami. I really do. I think Miami got a shot to beat them. I think Miami's real this year. I think they're going to have a big season. I could see them winning 11 or 12 games.
I said Miami wins this game against Notre Dame. They could run the card. They got a soft schedule for the next 4 or 5 weeks before they play anybody.
I think Notre Dame's a slight favorite in that game, right?
2.5 right now, solid 2.5.
I would take Miami. I'd buy that line of 3.5 and jump all over them. I think they're a live dog in that spot. Weather conditions, obviously down here in South Florida, humidity early in the season. You got a true freshman quarterback, I believe, for Notre Dame against a veteran quarterback with Carson Beck, who's a proven winner already. He can make things happen for Miami. He could turn.
I agree there.
Yeah, he could turn that offense on.
The weather's going to make a difference. I think we got a cold front coming through this weekend.
say
It's going to be
rain.
95 on Sunday night, right?
Yeah, we got a cold front. It's going to drop below 90. It's 105 out right now.
Just do me a favor. Don't go to the game in that shirt, though.
No, man.
You'll
I
sweat your ass off
wear
in
my
that thing.
Canes stuff when I go to the Canes game. I'm a Canes fan. But TCU North Carolina on Monday night, man. TCU 3.5 and 55.5. I don't know about this game here with Belichick coming back. I think TCU is going to come in and put it right down to him here and stick it down his throat, man. All this stuff he's given out in the offseason. all the hype. I think TCU would come in and run them right out of the gym. Well, not out of the gym, out of the stadium.
What gym?
Well, you know what I mean, out of the stadium.
I'm with you there. I like TCU.
Yeah, breaking into football, man. It's the first week of football.
Listen, we haven't had football in months. You got to get used to it. We've been talking about gyms and fields, stadiums. Now we're talking about stadiums.
All right, sounds good. I'm not touching that game at this point in time, but I like Miami definitely on Sunday, and I really like that California play because, again, I'm a numbers guy. I look for the matchups. I feel based on all the formulas and all the criterias that I circle into and things like that, and these teams know each other. I just think that line is way off. I think it's off for a reason, and I think they're trapping you to take the home team at 1.5. And I'm going to jump all over this dog big time, and I'm going to buy it up to. I'd buy that line up to about 2.5. Two, at least 2. I would take California to +2. I think you guys got a little shot to make some money on that one, and I love what I got on that huge offer I'm putting out. Like I said, my 50-unit plays, I've gone 5-0 in my last 5, and I've hit over 78% since I started this program about 4.5 months ago. So I'm doing some big-time winning, and I don't put these games out that often, maybe a handful a month. So I'm looking forward to these 250-unit plays going on Saturday. So let's start the season off right. What do you say?
I'm ready for the football.
I'm excited.
I'm ready for the college football.
Are we done with college football?
We are,
We're
but
done with college football.
like, do we even need to talk about anything else? I'm so excited for college football, man. Wow. College football. Let's go.
I asked you guys a question. I don't know if anyone answered it really. I asked it, I think, a week or so ago. Do you guys see any teams going undefeated?
I said if the Hurricanes go in their first game and make it through their late season, they could run the card out there. They could be a shocker out there. Miami with their quarterback, they got great receivers, running backs, a good defense this year. They could be a team that could run the card this year.
Who do you think can make some noise that is?
Texas?
I don't even know. If you guys know the answer to this at this point, but like a sleeper team that can make some noise and have an unbelievable season that no one's really expecting. I guess.
I mean, I said Georgia. I mean, I wouldn't call it a sleeper team, but I just think Georgia's being underrated in this whole talk about everything.
Well, there's some good teams that playing right now.
I mean, I think the SEC is so deep. I think it's going to be tough for any of these SEC teams to run the table because I think any of them can beat each other.
They're the only ones that are going to knock each other off at the end of the day.
Exactly.
The Big Ten or the SEC is really based on numbers. Like you say, you look at the numbers, you look at the power ratings. There's no one more stronger than the power ratings and the numbers than the SEC and the Big Ten at this point in time. That's why you got the number 1 team is SEC, number 2 team's Big Ten, number 3 team I think was Big Ten or an ACC. 4 is 4 is Clemson. They're an ACC team.
Yeah.
But the majority of the teams, like you said, in the top 20 are all either Big Ten or SEC teams. Mm-hmm. You guys think Alabama's going to have a big year, or they're going to come be a little off this year? You think they're going to win a lot of games, be in the playoffs?
Oh, they'll definitely win a lot of games to be in the playoffs. The team that I can't understand, none of us talked about this game, this Texas-Ohio State game. Ohio State won it after 48. That's going to be a great matchup on Saturday. It goes off at noon Eastern. I can't wait to watch that game.
I'm not talking
playing
about
that
it.
game.
I'm doing something about it.
I'm staying away from that matchup, man. I'd love to see Texas take care of them. I'm not a big
That's Scotty's 50-unit play, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's putting it on his.
Texas, Ohio
Make
State.
sure you guys check Scotty out with his 50-unit play there.
Yeah, we got some good stuff coming up. I mean, all you guys working your asses off. Guys, this time of the year, I mean, we're busting our asses morning, noon, and night. There's no breaks. This is all business all the time. Instead of you guys going out there and trying to get lucky and finding out you can't get too lucky too often, try to stick to a winning company like all of ours. This is what we do. We're not going to win them all, but we're going to be consistent, and we're going to try to give you that winning edge you're looking for. And you should just, like I said, at the beginning of the season, take it slow, try to build up some profits, and then you can start moving and grooving as the season progresses. But there's no reason to go out right out of the gate. You guys will probably agree with me, and just start firing away at everything in sight.
No, hold on to that bankroll week 1 and 2.
Yeah.
That's one thing I agree with you on. We don't always agree on everything, Scotty, but that's one thing I agree with you on. Hold on to that bankroll. Don't get crazy. Plan your weeks out. Don't bust out by week 3.
A lot of guys are going to be busted out by week 2, and they'll be calling us up. So you know that.
That's the worst, man. People call us up. They started the season with a $10,000 bankroll. By the time they get to us, they have a $2,000 bankroll left, and we can't really do what we could have done if they had that $10,000 bankroll.
Yeah, it's a shame because guys, this is not gambling 101 here. It really isn't. This is strategies. This is investing, putting your money and time, into something and trying to get results out of it. If you're going to just be like a loose cannon and jumping all over the place, I feel sorry for you because you might get yourself, you might get off on yourself by, being in all this action, and you think, it's all fun and games. But at the end of the day, it's gonna affect you. You're gonna end up not feeling good about yourself, losing a lot of money doing it that way. I'd rather see you guys just be patient and wait for the right opportunity.
Speaking of picking the right opportunities, I think this is a perfect opportunity, Scott, if you'll give me 1 minute of time to talk about something here. Guys, I have a lot of respect for other people in this business. TK, Scotty, obviously I have respect for them. We do a show together. Other guys in the business, my boy Juru, Zach Smacks, a lot of people that I have respect for. But I tried warning people over a year ago, multiple years ago, about guys like Mozzie and Fort Manny Betts, and they called me a racist. Guys, did you see what happened with Mozzie? He's going to prison for identity theft. I've been telling people for years that guy had another form of income besides sports betting. Guys, this is not a race issue. It's a culture and the way you carry yourself issue, okay? I don't care if you're white, black, Chinese, whatever. If your entire social media is flashing cash, flashing jewelry, flashing $500,000 cars, you're not a true sports bettor. True professional sports bettors, they're not flashy. They live comfortable. They do drive nice vehicles. They do travel. They do have financial freedom, but they don't flash the way these guys do. So in the future, if you see that, stay away from it because they're getting their money in another way.
Yeah, but you know what, Teddy? I mean, it's great that you're bringing this point up, but you know how people are. People are fooled by, so much. They see what they believe.
I'm still going to say it.
See.
I'm still going to say it.
Teddy on that, man. I'm going to lock the front door from now over here. But
and guys, you're only seeing probably 25 or 30% of the real deal because the other 75 or 70%. They're not showing you the games that lose. They're only showing you what's working. And the rest of the time, you're not seeing what's not working. It's real easy to come on and say how great you are, when you win that game or so. But, you're only seeing, like I said, those videos of wins. You're not seeing a consistent everyday situation. I mean, I put my stuff up every day, win, lose, or draw on social media. And my private service players know what I do because I give them, they work with me one-on-one. So they know exactly what's going on. I'm not saying, hey, I had this game or I had that game the next day. It is what it is. I win for them or I lose for them. It's the bottom line. But I'm not falsifying my numbers or anything like that because everything I put up there, it's up there.
Everything's documented by me too. So.
And you know what's crazy? Those guys couldn't last 2 minutes on a show like this with us because they can't talk about it because they don't do it. They don't really do it.
Minus 900, minus 1100, minus 1200. Somebody's paying them $500 for a minus 1500 on money line. Alabama minus 1700 to win the game.
I had a follower DM me and say that we should do Clown of the Week, and every week we should call out someone else. But I knew Scotty. I don't know how he's going to feel about that. But that's what the people want to see. They want to know.
It's funny you should say that. I've been following this guy on Instagram. That's what they do. They pick the joke handicapper. Week. They pay the service for a week.
Right.
They have the fans or whatever.
Yeah, but the problem with that is anyone can have a bad week.
Exactly.
The problem with that, I don't like that.
Right.
And the reason I don't like that is because you pay someone for a week, they have a bad week, then you're going to make a post about them sucking. I don't like that. But it's just what you see. I don't even need to see their games. I don't care what their games are. I just look at the way people carry themselves.
I could throw off a couple guys I watch on Instagram right now.
Let's move on. We're getting their attention. That's the bad thing.
That's a good thing.
If we're talking about them, that's not a good thing. We shouldn't even talk about them.
They
don't deserve to be talked about.
We got week 1 coming up in college football, man. There's going to be a lot of specials coming from bookmakers of bonuses and all that shit too. So, these guys are out there have got multiple avenues to play. They should take advantage of some of this stuff coming out. I got one from the Hard Rock the other day. Deposit 500, get 50% back,
nice.
In the free play. So
nice.
You got to take advantage of that stuff out there.
Hey, some NFL notes. How about your girl, Taylor Swift? She gets engaged to Travis Kelce. Big news, man. Big news.
TK called that.
Right?
He's going to be doing the Super Bowl show as well. Travis Kelce's going to be watching in the stands because he's not going to be in the Super Bowl, but that's probably why he got engaged to her. Like they said, they couldn't pay off the Chiefs couldn't pay off the officials again this year, so he had to get married and
You know what they said? That they said if they won that Super Bowl, they were going to do it then, but they held off because they lost.
Let me ask you a question. A couple of NFL things. What's the deal with Micah Parsons? Do you think he's going to play next week, opening day, or is he going to sit?
I don't think he's going. I think he's going to lay on the table like he did last week. Did you guys see that? He laid on the table the whole game.
That's preseason, though.
Yeah, I think he'll play. I think they're going to figure it out.
They're going to get it worked out.
I think they're going to figure it
I'm
out.
saying that's up for that Netflix series. It's just.
I was about. I think it's all. It's all glitz and glamour.
I don't think so. I disagree with you guys. I think they definitely got an argument between Jerry. He rubbed Jerry, or Jerry rubbed him in a way, and talks broke off. No.
I started watching that Netflix show. I watched the first episode. I didn't know Jerry Jones was in $50 million in debt, and he hit an oil well, made $100 million, so he made $50 million profit, and that's how he was able to finance the purchase of the Dallas Cowboys.
I didn't know that.
Pretty cool story.
Well. And we forgot about baseball today, man. You got so excited about football.
I got a baseball play.
I got a baseball play going here tonight, too.
Let's hear it, T.
I'm jumping on the Brewers tonight. I know Scotty said not to jump around here, but I'm jumping on the Brewers here tonight, minus the 140 against Arizona. Milwaukee's like the hottest team out in baseball right now. And Arizona's 0-5 their last 5 on the road. Milwaukee 9-2 their last 11 at home. Small number here tonight, minus 140. I'm going to jump on the Brew Crew. They think they continue their run. The Brewers with Prester on the mound here tonight, minus the 140 against Arizona. I think Arizona continues their cold run on the road. Like I said, 0-5 their last 5 on the road. So Brewers, man, Brew Crew today.
Yeah, Brew Crew looking good, man. They're playing steady baseball, and they've been doing it now for almost 50 games. Their numbers have been outstanding. The Yankees are heating up again. Look at them today, scoring 11.
11-0. Wow.
Yeah, that'll be 8-2 in their last 10, and winning a bunch of games in a row at the right time. They're battling with Boston. And the Red Sox have been winning, so it's going to be interesting. Lot of interest coming into baseball, going into the playoffs. Less than 30 games away, and yeah, I'm excited about the baseball playoffs this year. I'd like to see the Red Sox, the Yankees, teams like that in there, big market teams. It should be exciting for the sport. You got the Dodgers battling in there as well.
Ohtani pitching tonight.
Who?
Ohtani's pitching tonight, minus 200.
Who are you looking at tonight in baseball, Teddy?
Oh, you're going to hate my pick.
Okay.
You hate going against teams on a losing streak, but this pitcher, McLean, he has been clean. He has been really spectacular. I know the Mets have lost like 5 or 6 in a row, but I'm all over the New York Mets tonight in this matchup just because of that starting pitcher. I'm going to look at the first 5-inning line. I might play him on the first 5 inning, but I really like this pitcher. I had him on Friday. He pitched on Friday. Great outing, winner, big winner. And I'm on him again. I'm on McLean and the Mets tonight.
Yeah, the Mets are actually going for a sweep. They won 2 in a row. They beat Philly again last night. And
Mets playing.
Yeah, but going into
I know what you're talking about with that pitcher. But yeah, man, Mets played them pretty decent the last couple of nights.
I think, and this pitcher, I mean, he's looking really good, and real young stud. I think they just called him up a few months ago.
He's got 1.46 ERA.
Yeah. So that's my play tonight.
All right. Yeah, I like the Mets. I put that out as a free pick today as well. I like the Mets. I think they're playing right now, and I think they're taking advantage of Philadelphia, maybe catching them at a little lull. At this point in time, Philly was playing pretty solid before that, but the Mets have got the job done. They found a way to get the job done last night. They blew them out the night before. So it seems like the momentum is carrying with the Mets, and I like you said, this pitcher has only had a few starts, but he's pitching real well. So I'm gonna agree with you on that one. I like the Mets minus the 150 on the money line.
We got some questions from Mr. Ben.
Well, I got a
birthday
question
boy.
directly for Scott from Zach Smack says.
Zach.
Scott.
Yo.
Do you think the Rockies can win the World Series next year?
Yeah. As long as he's the leadoff hitter for them, we got to.
If Cooper is Zach Smack.
If Zach gets drafted in Major League Baseball by the Colorado Rockies and he's their leadoff hitter, they will have a shot to win. No doubt about it. And he's the same guy, I believe, that said Texas is only going to win 6 football games this year. So I don't know what he's smoking or drinking, but we should probably go meet up with him.
Yeah, we got some here for him if he's over here drinking.
Yeah.
Got some Jameson.
No, to answer your question, to be honest, Colorado franchise has not been anything since the Larry Walker days. How long has that been? 20 years ago?
Long time
I mean,
ago.
they had a good...
Saberhagen.
What?
Saberhagen pitched
No.
for him, too.
Did they have the big cat, or was that
Saberhagen.
Was that
Yeah, the
Tampa?
pitcher years ago. He pitched for Colorado.
I thought he pitched for Kansas City.
Ah, Brett Saberhagen.
Yeah,
pitched for
I remember
City.
Saberhagen. Did they have what was the big cat? Andres Galarraga?
Colorado.
He was on Colorado, right?
Colorado hasn't had a good, solid team. I feel bad for those people out there because they enjoy their baseball. And
It's a great stadium too.
Yeah.
Great place to watch a game. I lived in Colorado for a little while. It was a great Coors Field. It's amazing.
They've been a major disappointment, obviously, as a franchise over the last several years. They had a good little run for a while, but had some pretty good, solid teams. But since then, they haven't produced much of anything over the last several years. But yeah, no, I don't see that turnaround at all.
But hey, Scotty, it looks like the White Sox, they're only 5 games away from hitting that win total we were talking about.
I told you.
They're going to hit it.
Yeah.
Most likely. I mean, unless they really crash out.
They got to go. I think they got to go 5-26 in their last 31
Yeah.
games. That's it to get over.
5 ties it, 6 goes over.
No, it was 53.
53. They're 48.
The Dodgers ain't getting
They're
100. You
49.
can see that. Dodgers. Hey, jumping off the subject here to Chuck. He's not up here today, but he had his surgery, man. He's
not going to play
gonna be
till
out, they say January, possibly even late, mid-February, late
Yeah.
February.
Yeah, they got enough players, man. That team.
I'm not worried one bit.
That team.
I drive by that stadium every day. October 7th, opening game. They got it flashing across the scoreboard.
Isn't it crazy how short the offseason is in hockey? I mean, those guys work hard.
It's going to be an exciting year. Panthers going for a three-peat. That's a tough feat to do, man. But you know what? They got the team to do it, and they brought a lot of players back, and they're about as strong as it gets. Obviously, injury prone. Let's hope not anybody gets. Well, Kachuk's already out, but that was an injury that happened, I guess.
They needed surgery
over the summertime. From last season. But, yeah, they got a great team. I'm looking forward to it. Let's see what happens with the Florida Panthers for their quest for a 3rd cup in a row. Woo! And TK will hate it.
I'll hate
Are you
it.
getting your tickets for the Panthers?
I got to talk to her. She's supposed to text me and call me last week. She was on a cruise this week because I tried getting tickets to Circus Soleil. She says, I'm on a cruise. I'll hit you up when I get back. And I'll see what she says there. But I agree with Teddy, man. It's only week 1 coming up right now. We got to get some excitement on the show. We got to get some guests in there. We got to get some cheerleaders. I got to hit with Big John or something. Get some of that. We got to get Ben on the drums back here. We got to get.
We'll get Zach back. I think Zach Smacks is going to probably want to come back on.
Not after that comment. I don't want him on here. No, not after the Texas comment and the Colorado. I think he needs to refresh his encyclopedia of sports before he comes on with us. Well, I'll rip his ass open if he comes on with us.
Oh, let's do it.
Yeah.
He's been hot in the slot machines. I watch him on Instagram, man. He's been hitting.
What does that do us?
I don't know, dude. Maybe give me some slot tips.
Meanwhile, he don't give you credit though. When he came out to Vegas and every time I went around him, he was winning all these bets, but he never once gave me a kudo on that. I got a little flack, on other things.
He probably bought you dinner.
Yeah, there you go.
I was at Durango Steakhouse, by the way. I heard it's pretty good. You guys go there?
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, we went with my boy John Orlando. We had a nice dinner over there. John's cool. He's got his own podcast stuff going on. He's actually one of the co-owners of this studio right here, and it's a good time hanging out with him. Actually, hung out with him and his girlfriend, and we had a good time. We went to the night after we went to this place called Fiero's, which is an unbelievable Italian restaurant in Las Vegas. If you guys are out there, check it out. It's off the strip, just slightly off the strip on Paradise. But the food is dynamite. Fiero's. Real good.
Might be heading out there in a few weeks, man, for Kenny's Big Lulu. What is it called?
Luau. Come on, man.
Luau.
All right, guys, we appreciate you being with us. We had a great show. First week of college football. We gave out a lot of picks. Again, just use these games whatever way you want to use them. Don't go crazy on them. Just follow along if you like them. If we give you good ideas, great. If you're looking to go in other directions, that's totally up to you. But again, these are not games to go all out and play heavy limits on. Well, I'm speaking for myself on my games. Maybe you guys feel like the big play.
I'm going to stop by on the way home and put a little bit at the Hard Rock.
I usually would agree with you, but in this Bama matchup, I'm saying drop the hammer on Alabama.
I'm kind of agreeing with you on that one. I think Alabama's going to
drop the hammer on Alabama.
All right, there you go. And I say drop the whole hammer right on top of California. This
doesn't
week.
sound as good.
At +2.
I would do East
It doesn't
Carolina.
rhyme. It doesn't rhyme. I get it. But you know what? It's all about winning, guys. And all the games on the board this week I only see like about seven games maybe that really make any sense to me. The rest of them I'm just leaving alone because I think the numbers are off, and I want to see how these teams really play for the next week or so, and then I can get a much better gauge where I'm going to get more value on these point spreads coming up. But anyways, we had a great show today. 1 year anniversary. My man, let me give you a thumbs up.
1 year, I made it with
Appreciate
you
it.
guys. 2 years.
PK?
already. I am.
You guys are the best. I enjoy doing the show with
Ben,
you guys.
oh, we
each and
forgot
every
about
week.
Ben.
Ben's always in. I always give him thumbs up right at the beginning. Happy birthday, by the way, Ben. Many,
Thank you.
many more.
Thank you.
How young are you now, man?
I'm 28.
28. Wow.
Yeah.
TK got shoes older than you.
Hey, my underwear might be 28 right now.
There you go. Well, it was a pleasure being here with everyone today live on YouTube. And this is the one and only Get the Edge Sports Podcast. I am Scott Matthews. I'm going to turn it over to my man Teddy Brooks, the CEO of the Sports Profits, and he's going to tell you where you guys can find him and take advantage of some great winning he's been doing, man. I watch his videos out there, and he puts his heart and soul into it. Teddy, where can they find you?
Yes, sir. Speaking of heart and soul, we had a video go viral. It's got about 250,000 views right now.
Nice.
It's one of our first 250,000. So you could find me at thesportsprofits.com. That's the website. But where the real action happens, you see it right there. The_profits_pick. No S after pick. And look for that blue check mark. We have like 20, and I know you guys have these too.
I'm having it to me all the time
Like
now.
they're the imposters. They're mainly from like
Nigeria.
other countries
Yeah,
and stuff.
Nigeria, exactly.
But the imposter pages, guys, if you don't see the blue check mark, this goes for all three of us.
Right.
Stay away. Don't send any money to a page with no blue check mark.
I agree, 1,000%. Guys, listen to what he just said. It's really important. It's easy for them to take pictures of us and make it seem like it's us. If it doesn't have that blue check mark next to our sites, do not pay anybody, because all they're doing is, I don't even want to say the word, but they're just taking advantage of you at the end of the day. TK, my man, 1 year anniversary.
1 year anniversary. I made it through.
Where
with you
can they
guys.
find you on social media, my man?
The best place to find me is go to my social media on Instagram at TK Wins. You get all my stories daily. You get all my offers. Hey, you like the shirt here today. But you get all my offers. I'm running some great specials all weekend long. I'll have 4-day packages, 5-day packages, 30-day packages. I'm actually doing Winter Wednesday today for
What are you, like
$4.99.
Amazon? You got packages coming out of the galore, yeah.
Yeah, man. But you can check it out there. That's the best place to find me at TK Wins on Instagram. Check it out. Great stuff on there daily.
And your shirt, the camera, I'm looking at the camera. Put the camera on him again, Ben. The camera doesn't do justice to how shiny this shirt is.
It really doesn't.
It really doesn't. It
Out of a
is.
glow on the show.
It is spectacular.
That's a perfect Vegas shirt, man. That's a perfect
You know, I'm
shirt
gonna
to
get
go to
you,
Vegas
guys, each
and
one.
roll some dice with.
I'm going to get you guys each a shirt for the show in the next coming weeks.
Matter of fact, why don't you buy a smaller version of that shirt? We'll give it to Zach when he comes on. All right, guys, I'm getting the wrap up from Ben. We're looking forward to being back here next week. The NFL kicks in with college football. Again, I'm Scott Matthews. I'm the host of this great show, Get the Edge Sports Podcast. You can find us on all podcast forums, Spotify, Apple, YouTube. Subscribe, give us a like. Follow along. We got a big season coming up, and we're looking forward to it. And check me out on Instagram, SM Sports Picks, blue check mark. SM Sports Picks, Picks, and take advantage of all that great winning that we are offering. We have been red hot, our free picks, our broadcast channel, our private service. Whatever I'm doing right now, it's working, and I'm looking forward to a big football season. We'll catch you back here next Wednesday, 2 o'clock Eastern Time, live.
Yeah, Teddy was on fire this
Got warm in here. Got some big boys. The big boy. Oh, yeah. Fucking man.